Sarah here. Thought I would make a quick video to show you how to complete a grader project in my class. So you'll be completing many of these projects throughout the course of the semester. A grader project is an applied project that you complete in the application. You will always access grader projects from MyLab IT. You'll click on a link, you're going to download some files, you're going to complete the assignment. You will then upload the file for automatic grading. It will tell you exactly what you missed. You always get 2 chances to do a grader so you can see what you missed. Fix it, upload it a second time, and I'll always record the highest grade. So I thought I would tell you how, or show you how to complete this. So depending on when you're watching this video, the dates might be different, but the principle is the same. So in this case, I am on a date in MyLab IT where we have the Word 1G sports photography assignment due. So this is a grader project. It looks like a little clipboard. I'm going to click one time on the assignment to open it up, and it will open in a new tab. And always make sure that you're using Chrome, the Chrome browser. You'll see it opened it up right here. And a grader always has 4 steps. You're going to download some files, you're going to work on the assignment, you're going to upload the files, and then you're going to submit it for grading. So you're just going to go ahead and click Download Materials, and this little dialog box will open up. And in this case, the first file will always be the instruction file, and the second file will always be your starter file. And then you might have some additional files that you need to use, pictures, tables, data, whatever type of project you're working on. It changes for every assignment. So to download the files, you're going to click each one of these download buttons. Now, in this BPC110 class, I would strongly discourage you, meaning I don't want you to click this download all files button. What happens is if you click this, it will download all the files in a compressed zip format, and I find that that confuses a lot of students. So if you understand how to use compressed zip files, go for it. But I just say ignore it and download each one of the files individually. I'm on a PC, so when I've downloaded those files, they automatically get saved to a folder called Downloads. And in Chrome, you'll see the files down here at the bottom of your browser. So as I said, the first file is always the instruction file. And the second file is that starter file, and you will see that your last name is appended to it. I'm this general student, so that's why mine says student, okay? So you never need to change the name of the file. For grader projects, your name is already associated with it. So then I'm going to go ahead and close this window, and I'm going to open up the instruction file. So that's this first one right here. And I'm going to bring it over here into my window. Whoops, I don't want to do that just yet. And I'm going to go ahead and open up the start file. Okay, and I had the other one opened in another window. So make sure you always click Enable Editing. We learned that in class. If you don't remember, Enable Editing lets you have access to all of the tools and everything you need in the document. So I've opened up the instruction in the start file, and now I'm going to go ahead and use my snap feature to put those 2 documents side by side. Okay, remember in Microsoft Word, you want to turn on the Show Hide button. That's the first thing you want to do so that you can see all the hidden formatting. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out a little bit. I'm going to zoom up here. And so now I can read the instructions and complete the assignment. So yes, in this case, there's nothing inside this particular document because that's how this assignment is set up. And so you're just going to go through each of the steps. We already opened number 1. We opened the file number 1, yay. So in step 2, it's telling you what to type. And for those of you who completed the simulation assignment already, you'll see that this is going to start to seem very familiar and look and feel just like the practice you did in the simulation project. So this says type sports and team photography. So I'm going to type it, sports and team photography. And you want to type everything exactly the way that you see it, everything capitalized, punctuation, everything you see, okay? The red squiggly, it means I spelled it wrong, so I can right-click on it and choose the correct spelling. So press Enter. Next it says type light. Magic Studios is a full-service photography studio, period. Press the space bar after the period, and then it says insert the text from the file download. So that was one of the files we downloaded. So if you remember from class, to insert text, we're going to go to Insert, And I'm on a smaller monitor, so when you snap your windows, you might not see all the tools, but you will see the names of the panels. And so I'm going to click this text panel. And remember, we just choose the arrow next to object and choose check text from file. Since I downloaded the files to a folder called downloads, I'm going to go to my downloads and I'm going to look for the word 1G Teams file. Double click it and it inserts the text in the file. Yay. Step 3, change the line spacing for the entire document to 1.5 and the spacing after to 6 points. So remember to select the document, Control A, and then I can go back to the home ribbon, change the line spacing to 1.5, and I can go to the layout tab and change the paragraph spacing to 6 points after, and I've completed part of the other stuff. And you would just continue to go on and complete your assignment. This grader project comes from your e-text. Specifically chapter 1, that's why it says 1G. So if you don't know how to do a step in your assignment and you're all by yourself, you want to open up the e-text inside MyLab and go to Word chapter 1 and search for whatever you're trying to find. Everything is explained in the e-text. It will go through all of the steps. Your e-text is also the simulation you did. So you already did a simulation assignment for chapter 1. So you could also go back to that and see if you could find it, but I think the e-text is a faster reference. So you'll go through, you'll complete it, you'll save often, and when you're done, you'll wind up with an assignment that looks, you'll file that looks like this. All right, so I already have it saved. Click Enable Editing. And you can see you're going to scroll through and you wind up actually with a 2-page document. You do all these different things to it. Now you can already tell I have a spelling error. I did that on purpose. I have a few errors here to show you what happens if you turn it in and you miss something and how to fix it. So this is my file. I'm done. And so you always want to make sure you exit the file. And I'm going to go ahead and close the practice one. And I'm going to go ahead and close the instructions. And so this step 2, preview steps, I'll just show what it does. When you click it, it opens up the instructions here. Please don't use this. You downloaded the instructions in step number 1. But I find that students who look at this on the screen always wind up missing steps. It's there to help you and obviously refer to it, but I find that it's confusing for students, and you already downloaded the instructions as a whole document, so I would just use that one. All right, so we worked on it, we completed it. Now I'm going to do step 3, upload it. So I'm going to go to choose file. In this case, I know that my file was in the downloads. I didn't save it anywhere else. So I'm going to go ahead and pick it. Then you have to click upload. So then you click it and you wait and it's uploading it. And when it's done, you'll say success. Yay. Not done yet. After this, you have to click submit for grading. So once you do that, it says, yay, kudos, your file has been submitted. Close assignment. The page will refresh. It'll close that window and it shows that you submitted your assignment. Okay. If I were to click on this date again, see if I can get it to refresh one more time. Oh, look, it said I passed. Yay. But passing in MyIT can be 70% or higher. So right now you don't know if you have a 70%, an 80%, or 100%. You should always look at your grade. Don't just say I passed. You should definitely be invested in your grade and know what you earned. So to see what you missed, you're going to always click these 3 little dots and choose View Submissions. It will open up the assignment and it will open up that set of instructions, which is also the grade rubric. So here you go. Hey, I got a 95.5. Awesome. That's an A. Or I didn't get 100%. I want to know exactly what I missed. So we're going to talk to those people now, which would totally be me. I want to know what I missed. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this 95. And then it exposes that grade rubric. And anytime you see a red arrow, that's telling you you missed something. So click it. Click the arrow and you can see exactly what you missed. It says in the paragraph beginning with sports and team photography, the text was not set to sports and team photography. Whenever it says the text was not set, that means it's a spelling error. And you already know I have a spelling error because I had an extra S. I had a couple of them. So I'm going to come back here and I can fix the S. Okay, that's one thing. All right, keep scrolling. All right, number 7. Let's see what it says. For the bullet paragraph, photo CD with action shots, the bullet numbering style was not set to tick. Well, I actually didn't. So it was these 3 bullets were supposed to be check marks and I didn't change it. So I'm going to go ahead and select the 3 bullets, go to the bullets options and choose check mark. Boom. Come back here to MyLab, Keep scrolling. Woo, woo, woo. Yay, nothing else. So that's good. I got that. So I can go ahead and close this piece. It takes me back to the assignment. Okay, I have to go back to the date it was on. So you definitely, I'm making this video on the date that it's not due. So you always have to click on that. So here we go. Here it is, passed. I'm going to go ahead and close my file that I've made my changes to. Yes, I want to save my changes. I want that 100%. I'm going to go ahead and click on the assignment. It's going to remind you this is your last chance to turn it in. You always get 2 chances. And we'll click choose file. We'll just go straight to step number 3. I'm going to go ahead and pick my file, upload. Yay, success, submit for grading, close assignment. Page is refreshed. It says submitted, but I could just go ahead and click those 3 dots. Let's see if it's fast enough. And yay, 100%, woohoo! So the highest grade will always be recorded. Because this is an assignment that comes from MyLab IT, I will import the grades after the due date. And that shows you how to complete a grader project. So please refer back to this video. The most important thing I want you to remember is you need to have your e-text open when you are working on these homework assignments, because that is where you will find all the answers. Of course, you can email me, and I definitely encourage you to come to the tutoring lab if that's you. But if you're completing your homework at 10 o'clock at night, which I hope you're not, if you are close to the due date and you have a question, I promise you, I'm asleep at 10 o'clock at night. So definitely want to use your resources, and this assignment comes from the e-text. So I hope that this helped you. And of course, if you have any questions, please send me an email. Thank you.